Who do we have today for our first top cut match?
Well, today for our top 8 match, we have Martin Teo from Singapore and Brian Lee from Malaysia.
Brian the Brain Lee.
Yes, who we've seen actually yesterday in during Swiss on stream.
We've actually featured both players on stream, and as we know, both of them actually made it to the top cut itself. So, in case you didn't know, since the teams were already revealed yesterday, anyways, tell us what team is TOAE bringing?
Well, Martin here is actually bringing a fairly unconventional team to what you would normally see these days. I mean, we have your Tapu Lele, Porygon 2, Arcanine, we have Kara Costa, Gengar, and Persian.
I think it's an Alolan version.
Oh, Alolan version, yes.
Alright, so for Brian, we have somewhat, I would say, more orthodox than TOAE, but in terms of relative to the common meta right now, it's definitely unorthodox. We have Arcanine Snorlax, Tapu Fini, Drifblim, Buzzwole, and Circuitry. Two UBs which are one of the more rarer picks compared to the other UBs. Well, disregarding Buzzwole, of course.
Of course, Brian there rocking that Tapu Fini Drifblim, popular for
Actually, usually, it's the common iteration of it is Tapu
Lele and Drifblim.
But yeah, but Fini and Drifblim still also work due to Misty Seed serving the same purpose. Simply that the reason why Tapu Lele was picked is mainly because it had more offensive potential and it had the much more useful, relatively useful psychic terrain.
Yes, but with the Fini there's also many things that it can do. I mean, with that Misty terrain up, while Drifblim may not be able to go for a Will-O-Wisp, for example, but
oh yes, that's correct. Because so it kind of backfires with Drifblim, but for all we know, maybe because he is running Fini, there might not even be a Will-O-Wisp.
Yes. So with that Fini there, the Drifblim, we've seen running around at least Malaysia and Singapore. We've seen the Swagger combination there.
Correct. So Swagger Drifblim might be the new meta, because instead of using Fini to Swagger, you use Drifblim Swagger and switching into probably the Buzzwole or even Snorlax.
That could really benefit Ryan there offensively.
And seeing both teams,
I mean, Kara Costa. Can we just talk about that Kara Costa?
Oh yeah, Kara Costa. Well, common tactics would make you assume that it would be Shell Smash, but the thing is, even after Shell Smash, is not that fast.
Yes, I mean Coco still outspeeds it. So.
And if you see that, since Brian has the Drifblim allowing it to
set up Tailwind,
so you match already the speed given by the Kara Costa, and let's not forget that if it does not have the White Herb, it will lose its defensive stats. So from a rock hard Kara Costa, it becomes paper thin.
Yes, paper thin. So this will be an interesting match to go into. I mean, what do you think Brian can do here to deal with Martin's team?
I would say Brian, pretty much, if he deals with Lele and probably the Arcanine to an extent, his Buzzwole runs free for the whole day, because Kara Costa probably can't do much damage unless it gets a supposed Shell Smash off, and Porygon 2 just dies under the Buzzwole.
Yeah.
Not to mention the Persian as well. Sure, it can fake out for the first turn, but here's also another disparity you can see. How is he going to fake out when he has Lele as well?
Yes. With that psychic terrain up, of course.
I'm thinking that Martin Teo might want to focus up on Trick Room instead, but
exactly.
It's going to be a bit difficult for him as well, because if his Kara Costa is meant to abuse speed, then it will probably be very, very fast.
Though a little bit underwhelming speed.
Yeah, a little bit underwhelming, but if you are abusing Shell Smash, you probably need the maximum max speed EVs and
definitely. But of course, Brian there could capitalize off his tailwind there.
Right, so Brian actually leading here with Arcanine and Fini, and
Martin here has the Gengar and the Porygon, definitely going for that Trick Room option in turn 1.
Okay.
That Gengar there.
Correct. Okay, the Gengar might not be able to utilize Trick Room much, probably, but it does threaten the Fini here.
Yes. And bear in mind that, of course, now Gengar does not have Levitate anymore. If, of course, Brian there decides to go for a Bulldoze, that could actually benefit Martin to some extent if the Trick Room being up later on.
This is correct. I was thinking the same thing. Like, if if Arcanine does indeed go for a bulldoze, then you're only making Porygon 2 and Gengar faster. Either Trick Room should we choose to go for a Trick Room itself.
Yes, but of course, Gengar then not having the levitate does actually, hurt its ability definitely much
Yeah, it
more.
was kind of badly. I would say the loss of levitate really cut down its potential usage.
We see Tapu Fini there going for a protect, and Gengar just going for a sludge bomb onto that Arcanine there.
Arcanine going for it. Now very smart here, potentially breaking a sash on the Gengar and reducing the damage on
Special
Porygon
attack.
2. Yeah.
Special attack drop on the Gengar too won't matter. The Porygon there going for a Thunderbolt into the Arcanine slot.
Predicting the protect on the Fini, but then Arcanine soaking up the damage like it's nothing.
That's definitely,
Uh,
fairly bulky.
Goes to show how much
With
bulk
that
is
snarl?
invested inside of Arcanine. Yes, even after Snarl, I would say
Yes.
that's still quite a lot of bulk in there.
Yes.
Now we know that the Gengar definitely can one KO the Fini. I'm pretty sure that Brian wouldn't mind losing Arcanine here because in comparison, it doesn't really serve much of a purpose.
Yes, I mean compared to Martin's team, there's really not much that Arcanine can do.
I think he's just using the Arcanine.
For the snarl?
Yeah, for the snarl,
Yes,
for
for
the sake of
support.
providing support and the ability, either forcing a switch out on Martin's side
Yes.
or allowing him a free switch into his own Pokemon later on once Arcanine goes down.
So, but we see Gengar going for a Destiny Bomb, trying to see if, any of Brian's mom will definitely target down that slot. And Brian does go for the Bulldoze there,
Getting for that last ditch attempt.
but still not doing just enough. But will Tapu Fini here go for a Muddy Water?
I think he might even go for a Calm Mind.
Oh, that would be really good.
And like,
The Curse Body there
wow.
disabling the Bulldoze.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
the Calm
Tapu Fini
Mind.
actually going for a Calm Mind there, and Martin doesn't really look too pleased about this. Maybe it's going for a Trick Room now.
But,
Or Thunderbolt, I would say.
Yes, but with Martin having that Destiny Bond making the wrong call there. We see Thunderbolt going on to Fini there.
And but like even after the Snarl and the Calm Mind, it doesn't seem that Porygon is doing much. Once again, the common trope of Porygon 2 being a sitting duck without being, if it's not supported
Without
well.
any yes. But Martin there probably leading with Porygon thinking, Brian may go for with the Tailwind option, but having not led with Tailwind,
He doesn't.
Martin may fear setting up the Trick Room in the event, the Snorlax, or maybe even the Buzzwole may be at the back.
Correct, but oh my god, that Flabless actually did quite an amount of damage.
Wow, and the Sludge Bomb going on into the Fini there. Still doing
A respectable amount of damage.
Muddy Water finally picking up the KO on the Gengar.
Yes, that gets rid of one potential flaw in the side and still doing very respectable damage to that Porygon 2 now. Yep, a Thunderbolt into the Fini, I suspect.
Yes, into the Tapu Fini slot there. Still not.
And
the leftovers.
oh, leftovers.
Yeah, common leftovers.
yeah,
Very
it's
popular set.
a common set from Fini, but we still haven't seen the item revealed on the Arcanine, and most of the time you would see it actually being those berries.
Yes, Agua or Mango.
Okay, so here's one thing that could happen as well. The Arcanine could also go for another Bulldoze, but and Fini goes for a Protect. I would say this is a common play that would probably happen in the next turn. However, seeing as Martin did predict the number of attacks, will he instead go attack the Arcanine instead?
Lele decides to go for the Psychic into
Yes,
the Arcanine.
and Fini being very brave, not protecting because the Psychic would have taken it out as well. Going for a Moonblast instead. Where would it hit into? I think
to the
this was
Tapu Lele.
yeah. That's
Probably recognizing that Porygon there may not be able to do much offensively,
Correct.
and if you set up Trick Room, maybe that will even benefit whatever I have in the back.
yes, and especially if we consider that probably Buzzwole or Circuitry is at the back,
Yes.
I would assume. And let's not forget that another thing that we should also note is that if Martin sets up Trick Room, he only allows Brian's Snorlax to run free.
Exactly. You see Circuitry coming up on Brian's side of the field here.
The brain of his team.
The brain.
And I would say this is better. This is a better Pokemon to choose, seeing as that if he brought up Buzzwole, he'll probably die in the first hit.
Definitely with that move after.
All right, so what I expected is that Lele has to choose to go. I don't think he should have protected. I think he should have gone
Just
for
offense.
yeah.
And Psychic.
Oh, into the Fini as well. Wow, that's a very good predict. I think because he was
Thunderbolt into the Tapu Lele slot there.
Martin
picking up
really
the
did.
KO
Martin really desperate there to pick up the KO on
on the
Fini.
Tapu Fini.
And we see the brain boost. The beast boost.
I mean, ice cream into the circuitry there, doing
That's quite a lot of
quite a
damage
lot of
even
damage,
after snarl.
And the leftovers recovery from the Tapini. Do you suppose that Martin has Arcanine at the back? That's why.
No, it's
he has
Caracosta. Oh
so
dear.
could we see a shell smash coming up here?
No, it's no point. If he shell smashes, Zekatri gets a Thunderbolt off.
Oh yes, and because of its underwhelming speed.
Correct, and let's say we assume the sash is on Gengar.
Yes.
Because Gengar would be a a better potential user for.
And with Caracosta and sturdy.
Yeah, it might be able to do so. Caracosta actually going for protect. I think he wants to go for a trick room.
You see Thunderbolt right into the Caracosta slot.
So a Moonblast into the
trying to get rid of that sturdy and
Porygon actually going for a trick room. Okay. I think it's
I mean fair play having Caracosta at its side, but in the long term.
Okay, because here's the thing. The thing that I fear the most is that the Porygon 2 still can't KO the Fini right now, and Fini is slowly healing up its HP. Caracosta. Okay, let's expect that Zekatri goes down instead. Alright?
Yes.
But okay, that's about it. Like Brian loses Circuitry, but Fini still is able to break free and will potentially break the wing up.
Circuitry here going for protect.
I think that's pretty smart because
and Porygon going to Thunderbolt into the top Fini slot there.
Yes, and
still doing fairly a lot with that Calm Mind boost.
Going for so Tapu Fini actually being faster under Trick Room than Caracosta, so maybe this Caracosta is fast.
Into its sturdy there.
Holy moly, Zoli is that Calm Mind showing how little defenses this Caracosta actually has. And
Waterium Z Caracosta?
Oh, that is actually quite interesting that they chose to have a Waterium Z out of all items.
So I mean, it is not the white group.
Yeah, well, Sturdy already gives it its pseudo sash.
Yes. With that Hydro Vortex there coming out into the circuitry slot. So not do so much with the protect up.
Brian being extremely smart protecting his circuitry. Yes. I would say he would lose nothing even if he didn't protect on his circuitry because assuming that the Buzzwole is at the back or even the Snorlax is more than enough.
More than enough, yes.
So unless he has Aqua Jet maybe.
Aqua Jet.
Yeah, which Caracosta does have access to. But I think it's a win for Brian here. He can easily take out the Caracosta.
The Caracosta going for protect, trying to
Muddy Water Thunderbolt here will be the best.
Thunderbolt into the Tapu Fini slot.
Still won't be able to KO because of that Snarl. See how much work the Snarl is doing? Going for a Moonblast instead? No.
So Arcanine, while not doing much offensive.
And here you go, actually opting to reveal the Electrum Z. I don't think this is a optimal play.
Yeah, because even if Circuitry goes down, Brian really does not lose much.
I guess he was.
That information for Martin.
I guess he was fearing that Muddy Water would miss on the Porygon 2 or the Caracosta, so he didn't want to risk it.
And also into the Porygon.
Yeah, of course, because if he wanted to Electrum Z, he would have done it on the Caracosta in the first place.
Yes.
And another brain boost.
Another brain boost. But Caracosta going for the protect there, really not doing much. I mean, what can you? I mean, with 3 months left on Brian's side of the field.
It doesn't contribute to his to any sense of reducing his losses.
Yes.
Because now knowing that Zekatri has the Z move, the Caracosta, you might want to think twice about protecting now.
Exactly.
But if it doesn't protect, it gets hit by the Z move.
So Brian actually recognizes that and goes for the double in the first place.
Martin opting to forfeit because he knows that it's not really. So looking at team matchup, right? Brian seems to have all the answers to Martin's gimmicks. I would not really gimmicks to Martin's
just the
choice of Pokemon. Now, perhaps in the Swiss round he caught many people by surprise because it's meant to be somewhat of an anti-meta team.
Yes.
But Brian also carrying a non-orthodox team prevents these kinds of things from happening to him because he coincidentally has all the right answers to Martin's Martin's team.
Right, and Martin there, with that trick room option can easily be stopped by Brian's, like I said, Snorlax and the Buzzwole, but he also has the Tailwind option in the event Caracosta decides to set up. So, Brian there having the answers.
Brian basically having just about all the answers there. So I think at the back was probably the Snorlax in preparation for the trick room.
Just in the event the trick room does go up. But very well played that Arcanine by Brian there, while not providing any offense, it did, have a very fair amount of a support role with that Snarl.
He just wanted to snarl and he wanted to get rid of it. bring in all his circuitry, Snorlax, or even Buzzwole.
Exactly.
I would love to see the Buzzwole though. I don't think it's optimal for him to bring Buzzwole. Yeah,
I think
circuitry.
Snorlax.
Yeah, the Snorlax gives a better option against like say the Lele
Yes.
and the Gengar.
So how do you think Martin, and what do you think Martin can do here to adjust better to Brian's team?
I'm thinking that probably a Persian lead.
First,
Maybe the
let the
first turn fake out
Yes, exactly.
and probably get up that South Smash and hope that Brian doesn't set up Tailwind.
Tailwind, yeah. Let's see if Brian decides to even bring Tailwind this turn.
I'm pretty sure Brian doesn't intend to because
With that Porygon
yeah,
possibly.
because the Porygon, so like
Feels,
he
you know,
feels like if he
yes.
sets up Tailwind then and I don't think even Martin wants to go for Shell Smash because he can only deal with one Pokemon at a time.
Yes.
And okay, going for
That Porygon Arcanine lead there on Martin's side of the field. The Xurkitree and Arcanine coming out from Brian's end.
well, okay, here's the smart thing about Brian. He can freely bust the Z move this turn.
Yes.
Like no problem at all and potentially pick out a KO on anything that switches in bar the Porygon. But probably what could also happen is that Arcanine flat is into the Porygon too and he gets an Electrium Z moves right off the bat.
Yes. In fact, I think Brian here should definitely, go for that Gigavolt Paddle into the Arcanine slot, assuming it's more of a threat to him compared to the Porygon.
I think yeah, probably the Snarl is also fine.
Snarl would be good as well as the
Probably
Porygon.
both Pokemon. Yep. Both
Oh, that's Brian's side.
Brian's Arcanine going for a Snarl.
Martin, is he running an offensive Arcanine?
I'm pretty sure that it's also defensive. Oh, Zerkit actually revealing to be faster.
The Gigavolt Paddle, did we see it going into the Arcanine slot then?
I think it should go into the Arcanine slot.
Assuming that Porygon itself may even benefit Brian's side of the field.
Yeah, because like just like last turn, the Porygon doesn't serve it much purpose other than being a minor annoyance.
Yes.
So does this go into into the Arcanine just as we expected?
Yep. And look at all that damage.
Oh, and actually not even picking up the KO
and
there.
blocking the berry there.
So this Arcanine like revealing that it's lower.
Sticky berry. Toxic Arcanine there. Going into Brian's
I don't really know why. I mean, if you did it on the Arcanine, I mean on the Xurkitree, you would at least force the Z move. You would at least force the Beast Boost to be reduced and switch out. Arcanine, not really the best, I would say.
Right. Probably going for the toxic, recognizing that Brian's Arcanine is very bulky, so trying to stall it here and there, trying to get some chip damage.
Correct, but I really think that Brian doesn't really care if his Arcanine goes
even
down.
if he loses Arcanine.
Because it's just another free switch and
after all, we have recognized that Brian's Arcanine does not provide much offensively, but it's more of a support role. So even if it does go down, Brian should be fine with that.
and actually switched on Arcanine, alright. And into
Tapu Fini, a fair choice.
Okay, but like I feel that
The wild shot.
one is a wild shot, two is a Snarl instead.
Right.
Seeing that as the
Porygon decides to switch on into Tapu Lele there,
overriding the Mystic Terrain. Yeah, okay. A little bit of Stilton, but it's a free Thunderbolt from the Xurkitree into the Arcanine slot, I assume. Yep, definitely gonna take it well, and yep, as I said,
Snarl, yes.
this is what I
actually
feel.
hinders both Brian's mons there with the -1 special.
He should have stayed in with Arcanine and get more Snarls
Snarl's
off.
off.
And even if he dies, Fini comes in. Here, Fini can probably go for a Calm Mind instead.
And in that event, if he did stay, he could have even got that -1 special attack on that Tapu Lele there.
Yeah, and I assume here Arcanine switches out.
Right.
I assume so. He could switch out his Xurkitree into Arcanine and potentially sack it, or take the damage, heal up, and go for a Snarl the next turn.
Right. I mean, that Snarl in the long term could be very beneficial, but I guess Martin wouldn't mind the Arcanine going down and getting a free switch into something else.
Oh, but going company out, I think Arcanine comes back in. Yes.
Arcanine does come back in.
So I assume Martin is also going to switch to Arcanine. I assume so. But probably he also, like he said, he wants to keep it.
Yep. He probably decided, hey, no, I maybe want to sack it. But with Brian going for the protect there.
Oh, okay. So maybe he doesn't want to risk the KO. Oh, interesting. Here. So Brian actually
calling that,
yeah. He calculated that.
Yeah, Martin there, deciding not to switch out, thinking that hey, if I can get up on a toxic.
He fears the Xurkitree.
Yeah, taking the Arcanine out. He probably wouldn't mind that, but.
Alright, so I think Brian's Arcanine goes for another goes for another snarl this
Another
time.
star out
Yeah.
that Tapu Lele, getting that -1 special attack there, which may prove beneficial in the
It will definitely help you out in the long run,
we
and
have seen it helped a lot in the first game.
here's what you can do, because you can snarl, switch it into Feeny again. Yeah, I think Feeny comes in.
There's three switches up here into Tapu Fini as
This reduces the damage from Psychic, and also allows Arcanine to go for a snarl.
yes.
Now,
Using Tapu Lele psychic there.
so revealing it to be the fastest thing, could it be Scarfed? Yeah, it could be Scarfed.
Could be, and we see the Brian's Arcanine going for the snarl.
That's true.
That's a good.
I think that's his best option.
That's his best option, yeah, I was gonna say. And exchanging snarls there. But in fairness, Martin's best option in that case was also snarl.
Yes, it's true. But yeah, probably also snarl, considering that
Yeah.
if Circuitry stayed
Does
in,
not- yes,
he gets hit by a
exactly.
Psychic. I think now Brian's Arcanine can go for an extreme speed if he has it, or possibly another snarl and hope you get a KO and Feeny goes for Carmine.
Fini going for Calm Mind here will be really great.
If he takes out the Arcanine here, Feeny can actually get a free Carmine off.
Yes. Actually, Tapu Fini is fairly safe actually to.
Yeah, seeing as the Psychic did that much damage, and considering that it's now snarl, so it will take less damage the next turn.
Yes. Tapu Lele even decides to switch up here, going into the Porygon 2.
Ooh, that's maybe not the best idea. I think the best option is
Maybe
snarl.
that
No,
special-
not
that
snarl.
special attack boost
Yep.
though. That special attack boost Thunderbolt maybe might help.
Oh, into the Porygon itself. Okay, another snarl maybe.
Do we see?
Yep.
And we see another snarl.
So I really think that for Brian, that we should start focusing fire onto the Arcanine, get rid of it,
It
because
seems to be causing a lot of problems. And we do see the Calm Mind come off here from Tapu Fini.
so this sets it back to -1.
Yeah. But you know that Porygon there with that +1 special attack now negated with that Calm Mind.
What I feel right now is that the Arcanine can get another snarl, but he needs to blab it into the opposing Arcanine. Unless
Yes, he needs to get rid of that.
I think he just needs to do it.
He just needs to
he
get
loses nothing, because even say like the Caracosta comes in, it will lose its sturdy.
Sturdy, exactly. So both Arcanines clearly putting in the work with the snarls here and there.
Yeah, both Arcanines putting in the work. But here I think for Brian, he needs to maintain his Feeny, because it provides
Oh, he switches out the Tapu Fini after getting
into
the Calm Mind.
Whoa, the brawn of the
Buzzwole.
team returns, and Arcanine actually going
Good
for a bulldoze.
getting rid of the opposing Arcanine there.
Does not mind if like Trick Room
Trick
comes up
Room
this
comes
turn.
up, yes, because he has the Buzzwole on the other side of the field.
And actually the bulldoze hitting him actually providing a thunderbolt goes here. Yep.
And Thunderbolt into what was the Tapu Fini slot
The
there.
Buzzwole, ooh, soaking it up even after. Okay, it was,
No,
it was already a
it
snarl.
was because of the snarls.
Yeah.
And crossing that barrier there.
So here, okay,
Giving
this-
Arcanine a few more turns to stick around.
but I really think what's gonna happen this turn is Lele comes back in.
Yes, and there's
Okay, so here's how you can do it. Switch back into Feeny and go for another snarl.
go for another snarl, yes.
That's his best option in my opinion. And you stop you also get rid of the terrain.
Though will Martin predict that and Thunderbolt into that slot, knowing that Buzzwole's not going to stay in, with that Lele there.
I don't think it really matters, because what you want to do the most, what he can do is actually he can even opt for a bulldoze system.
A bulldoze, yes.
But I think a snarl is more important.
Yeah, I think a snarl is better, because if you go for a bulldoze in the event that he sets up a trick room, then you initially give that Lele that -1 speed.
Correct. So this is much more important. So a psychic into the Feeny slot, I presume. Yep.
That's doing a lot.
And I can Porygon 2 was actually avoiding it, but I still think it's fine.
Yes. Do we see? Oh,
Porygon actually going for a recover. So not the best of options, in my
If he
opinion.
went for a Thunderbolt into that slot, though,
So because if he went for a Thunderbolt, he could potentially,
he'd pick up.
yeah, if he was lucky on the rolls, I guess.
Yes.
But here, okay, the Arcanine does not yet go down, and he can go for another snarl instead.
Yes. Yes, which could, benefit Brian there.
Yeah, I think what he can do actually this turn is go for a protect, go for a bulldoze, next turn go for a calm mind, or he can actually flab it into the Lele for maximum damage because Feeny here probably wants to protect to in order to have as much damage as possible for the next turn.
I think a flab would be good here actually because you don't mind Arcanine going down. It's going to go down anyway.
Yeah, true. So
We see a Flabit
not
there,
not even
and then
enough to KO it.
Yes, and we do see the Flabits going there, knowing that hey, wow, that does a lot of damage there.
So will he go for harm mine? No, actually going for a Moonblast.
Picking off the Tapu Lele perhaps? Yes, he does.
Muddy Water would have been nice, but I guess like the risk of missing it.
Yes, the risk is playing to his odds.
But now that Lele is out, that means his Buzzwole is free to run wild. Okay, here comes the fun part. Buzzwole's coming in, Zekati's coming in, and I assume Carapasta's at the back.
Yes, which is not looking good for Martin there.
Because Buzzwole can definitely soak up all the... Okay, it's Gengar, never mind. Okay, at least he can't with a Wisp.
Yeah, but Gengar still...
Okay, because right now all he needs to do is double target the Porygon.
Right, yes, you can double target the Porygon because...
because Zekatri is going to go for Thunderbolt, Buzzwole's going to go for Power. The Gengar can hit one of them and definitely not KO, as we saw last time. It doesn't really... Okay, Gengar is good, but not that good. It's not a Mega Gengar, unfortunately. And it's not going to get a super effective hit.
But I mean, Martin there, recognizing that Caracosta didn't do him anything in this game. And Sludge Bomb does
not the best idea.
It's that Buzzwole and the Thunderbolt going into, say, the Porygon
Definitely,
there.
okay, that's enough for the superpower to pick it off right now. Oh my gosh.
And you see that Porygon
the brains and the bronze
going down right there. So now it's Gengar against what you see, two beasts.
Two beasts.
Two brain boost ones.
No, one is the brain boost, one is the brawn boost. So the Gengar Sash is I guess it's cancelled. Okay, he can probably take out the Gengar. I mean, he can take out the Buzzwole,
yes.
But Zekatri is just gonna freely launch a Thunderbolt.
Right.
So because Destiny Bond won't help him this time. Yep, Sludge Bomb into the Buzzwole, I assume.
Yes, definitely trying to pick it off.
Yep, that's definitely enough to pick him off. Buzzwole goes down.
Thunderbolt going into the Gengar slot there.
And the last, maybe the Sludge Bomb can crit. Maybe we just don't know. Brian's just playing his best here. Yeah,
let's see.
He knows what he's been doing. And yes, it wasn't even a crit. And Brian revealing that probably that his Zekatri is a fast Zekatri instead.
So we should never underestimate the Gengar's special attack.
Yeah, right. So he definitely wanted Buzzwole to stop the Zekatri.
Yes.
But now...
It was a very, very close game.
Yeah, that was a very, very close game. Like, it seemed that... he knew what he needed to do. I think Martin really pulled it out from under the rug this time.
Yes, and I think Martin there recognizing that, I need to preserve my Gengar better because it can dish out a lot of damage and then get rid of, say the Arcanine for example, to stop the bulldozers and the snarls that hinders the Gengar.
Yeah, so here I think, like I said before, he needs to start focus fire on the Arcanine ASAP if Martin brings his own. Because if he does, then it will start annoying his team as well, seeing as Arcanine seems to be the bane of both teams.
Yes, but I think not bringing the Caracosta there definitely helped Martin.
Yes, of course. Caracosta wasn't doing much for him.
I believe he decided to bring Arcanine this time around, and it definitely helped him, much more with that snarl.
So, my idea, right? What I assume is that Martin might even want to bring once again bring Arcanine, but for Brian, now that he knows that his selection is a Gigavolt Havoc can KO the Arcanine, he would possibly even instead just start spamming snarls and go for and lead with Feeny instead. Which I think is a much beneficial lead.
So let's see how both players decide to adjust going into game 3 and moving on to the top 4 after this round.
Yeah, so in case you didn't know as well, we're also having PC by the side for all those who didn't make it to the top 10. And in case you still didn't know, Malaysia will be also having its regionals on the 6th and 7th May. So if whoever's on stream right now and watching this stream and is interested, 6th and 7th May is the date for Malaysian regionals.
You see like Hill City Mall there.
Yeah, one of the few Asian regionals that will be happening for the 2017 circuit. So now we move on into our match, and let's see. Both of them will definitely be leading Arcanine.
Which seemed to really help both players during the last two.
I think the issue is that he keeps getting chip damage on. Also, Buzzwole can definitely take. I'm pretty sure Buzzwole can take 3. Oh, Arcanine Gengar.
Martin decides to lead with a Gengar this time instead of keeping it at the back.
Zerkatrain Arcanine here as well. Ooh, Snarl Thunderbolt, but probably a Destiny Bond from a Gengar could also come in play.
Yes.
Focus fire on the Arcanine, I'd say. Go for a Snarl this turn and.
Do we see Gigavolt Havoc coming out from turn 1 right away?
I think that the Gengar will definitely. Okay, I don't know what the Gengar's going to go for here. He can go either for a Destiny Bond.
Yes.
He can go for a Sludge Bomb probably. But
I still think Brian there should definitely target onto that Arcanine slot.
yeah, Gengar actually going for a Protect. He should focus fire on Arcanine. Yep.
Zerkatrain going for the Protect there.
Okay, I don't know who called out who's Protect.
And
Oh!
Arcanine going for the Bulldoze there.
Interesting maneuvers. I don't know if Gengar predicted, if Martin predicted this, or he just didn't want to get it. And
and potentially lose Gengar there.
So here the Snarl goes off, but it doesn't really matter.
Not to Brian's opposing Arcanine.
But then again, his Arcanine is physical, and Snarl is just to reduce the damage. So I still don't know what the Gengar wants to do here.
Do we still see a Gigavolt Havoc coming out of the Zerkatrain?
I would love to see one come.
I would love to see one come
But
out here.
honestly, I think he doesn't need to. He just needs to go for a Snarl this turn into the Gengar, because the Gengar here is really not in a good position.
Yes, he needs to get that Snarl off Brian in order to render that Gengar a little bit useful.
Oh, okay, but
You see the
actually,
Zerkatrain switch on?
it does happen. No,
It is Snorlax. Oh,
I think this is a good thing for Brian actually.
Sludge Bomb going out here into the Snorlax.
What is damage? Arcanine actually going for a Bulldoze.
Bulldoze there.
He just wants to pick up damage on
Critical hit on that
Snorlax.
Snorlax. The burn.
Oh my god. And a critical hit
Critical
on the
hit on
Arcanine.
Arcanine.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
That's a crit 9. Flamethrower with not gonna do much damage. This actually is gonna pop his berry, which which actually is much more detrimental.
Burn.
Yeah. Snorlax can't take the heat, so decided to eat.
Popping that citrus berry there. Yum yum yum.
That's not citrus berry.
Sorry, with a figgy berry there.
Yeah.
Healing it back to almost full.
So, okay, Snorlax is definitely slow, but now the Arcanine is faster, so he can even go a Flabblitz into the Gengar slot, and I think, he can definitely do that, unless the Gengar opts for Protect. But here the Arcanine doesn't seem like it wants to be in that position.
But Gengar decides to switch out here into that Tapu Lele. Now, do we see a Snarl come out here from,
I don't think
Brian's
so. I
Arcanine?
don't. From Brian's side?
Yes, from
Probably.
Brian's side. It would be a really good.
Or Flabblitz. Yep.
And we do see a Flabblitz.
So I think this was what he wanted.
Tapu Lele slot?
Because definitely to the Tapu Lele
Yes,
slot.
because we're doing nothing.
Because it potentially. So I think
Willow is coming out into that Snorlax.
So here's the thing: Snorlax can have Belly Drum, can have Recycle, and then the Feeny comes in.
High horsepower there into that Arcanine slot.
He probably
Doing
didn't
nothing
predict
with
the
that
Will-O-Wisp
burn.
and actually activating the berry itself.
So it
So
was very unfortunate for Brian there. That Will-O-Wisp definitely, keeping that Arcanine on the
Snorlax
field.
has to go for a Recycle this turn.
Yes.
I think it can still be useful as long as he gets a Recycle off and the Belly Drum. But he needs to get both off, which is an issue. Which might be quite an issue now that his Snorlax is crippled. Yeah.
Yes, crippled. That burn there definitely unfortunate for Brian.
So actually speaking of Lele, I think
Porygon
Porygon
2
2
there.
comes back out. Not the best of ideas because here's a free recycle.
See the Snarl there. Probably thinking that hey.
Yeah, but that's good because the Porygon now it does even less damage than it usually does.
Martin probably thought that hey, this Arcanine was gonna target down the Lele slot, but if you
Yeah,
notice,
here's the cycle. There it is.
Martin's actually missing the Toxic.
Oh,
He's
okay.
missing the Toxic into the
I didn't really notice that, but I don't think it. Like I said, like Toxin on Arcanine is minimal. The effect on it is quite marginal, other than probably the Arcanine
But of course, chip damage is
chip damage does matter. So actually going Fini, yeah, Fini comes in. But here's the thing. Then I find that the issue is that he will. Yeah, the Arcanine, I mean, Martin's Arcanine still isn't going down anytime soon. Like I said, Focus Fire the Arcanine is important. Well, I believe it's important at least.
So the Thunderbolt there coming into the Arcanine slot.
Yeah, definitely the Arcanine slot. Going for a Toxic. Oh, and there it is!
So Ryan making a very clever switch there, switching in that Tapu Fini for the Misty Surge so that, no more toxic shenanigans.
And therefore, Arcanine only suffers minor damage from the Thunderbolt itself.
Yes. So both players taking their time.
I think the odds are still in Ryan's side as the Lele's damage. His Arcanine also is intimidated.
Of course, his Snorlax is burned there. Brian's Snorlax.
Yeah, Brian's Snorlax is burned, so he has that. But like I say, if he gets a belly drum off, he's good to go. But probably won't go for it, in my opinion. Lele comes back in. He wants to go for a Toxic.
We see another Toxic.
He wants to go for a Toxic.
Overriding that Misty Surge there.
Calm Mind on the Fini right now. Oh.
Arcanine.
Oh, wow.
Nice. That Tapu Lele there.
Getting the Lele switch in, reducing the damage. Yeah, a Calm Mind. Because the Voltos actually, remember, it reduced the speed on the Arcanine.
Yep. But do we see a Toxic come off here?
I'm pretty sure he wants a Toxic, but he might, yeah.
And there you go. And this time connecting the Toxic into that Arcanine slot.
But Brian's fine with it. He got a Calm Mind off on his Fini. He got a Snarl off on the Lele and a potential Muddy Water here.
And after all, we have mentioned that the Arcanine, it wouldn't mind going down as long as I get all my Snarls off.
Yeah, he's cool with it. But he needs to. Okay, I think Flabbits is the Lele slot because Lele goes for a Psychic here. Oh, not the best idea. He should have actually attacked.
Do we see a Flabbits Muddy Water?
Flabbits Muddy Water. Or even a Snarl. This is another Snarl Muddy Water.
Yeah.
Just because he can. Oh, actually went for attack. Okay. Alright. Fair enough.
How Fini going to the Moonbounce there?
Ooh, into the Porygon slot, doing respectable amount of damage. Arcanine actually going for another Toxic.
I mean, Brian protecting his Arcanine there.
Yeah.
Questionable play
here. Because he could have capitalized on Lele switching out.
I mean, a Snarl would have been great. A Flabbits, either way would have been great.
The Flabbits would have done damage anyways. Because, okay, here. Let's say he Flabbits and he should have Muddy Water.
Yeah, definitely should have Muddy Water. I mean, that Arcanine and Martin's side of him needs to go.
Yeah, it's just being very annoying. Now, 3 out of his 4 Pokemon are suffering from status. Or maybe he's gonna go for another Moon Blast for all we know. Brian going for a Muddy Water. Actually connecting with both Pokemon, and Brian is like thanking the gods of RNG.
And picking up that KO on that Arcanine, which in my opinion he should have done
in the first place. Yeah, so Porygon 2 going for recover, but it's fine because Lele probably still wants to maybe take out the Fini, but with the Calm Mind up, it will not be able to grab the KO.
But bear in mind that poison damage will rack up.
That will start racking up bit by bit. So, but you can just Moonblast into that slot, no problemo. What I fear it's Gengar.
Gengar comes in here.
Calm Mind. Okay. Here's what I see. Sludge Bomb into the Fini. Arcanine gets a Snarl off. Good.
Yeah. He needs the Snarl off with that Gengar on the other side of the field. But do you think Gengar could potentially just Sludge Bomb into that Arcanine slot?
That's
ensure
what I think.
That you don't get any more Snarls off on you.
Because what I fear the most right now is that both Pokemon would probably by the end of this turn would probably be gone. So and on the because what you can do is you can go for
Gengar goes for attack there.
Interesting. I think he just wants to rack up the damage on
that poison.
Yeah.
You do see the Snarl coming off. Now you see Gengar
go for another Muddy Water, I suppose. Maybe he wants to Thunderbolt and rack up the damage with Toxic. We're actually going for another Calm Mind. This actually I'm pretty sure this prevents the KO. from the Gengar
From the
Sludge
Gengar
Bomb,
Sludge
yeah.
Bomb, yes.
And even coupled with the Thunderbolt onto the Fini.
So Tapu Fini is sitting at +2 special defense, taking nothing from the Thunderbolt, getting out the leftovers recovery.
Leftovers actually matching the damage from that Thunderbolt.
The poison there.
Yeah, but probably Arcanine. No,
Really?
and here comes the berry.
Parking that berry there, that probably be seeing another Snom coming up.
Yum,
from that
yum,
Gengar.
yum. Yeah, Sludge Bomb's definitely not going to pick up the KO here. So it's a free Muddy Water and potentially a Snarl or Flare Blitz onto the Porygon 2 slot.
I think the Snarl would be better off.
Yeah.
Touching that Gengar there, would hinder it a bit.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's also the best call that he could make. Fini's definitely not going down to a Sludge Bomb, but
See a Destiny Bond there coming out.
going for a last ditch attempt, but
A Flare Blitz
I don't really
into-
mind this actually because like
Please.
for all I know, Fini can go down, it's fine. The reasoning being that at the back he still has a Snorlax going for a Moonblast into the Porygon, calling that.
the Destiny Bond there, picking up the KO of the Porygon. Very well played by Brian there, predicting that hey, he may actually go for Destiny Bond.
I would actually, but
Because
all things considered, I would prefer the I would actually prefer the Porygon, the Gengar did anyways.
But the Gengar they're going for the protect previous and knowing it can't protect this turn, Brian
Yeah.
still opted to go for the Porygon there.
Okay, so who does Lele Psychic? Do you think Gengar can? Okay, here's the thing is Gengar can go for another protect here, I assume. Maybe Fini goes for a Psychic onto the Fini. Maybe.
I think the Lele was liking the Arcanine.
Yeah, and Gengar will go for a Sludge Bomb, hopefully for a kill. But it is +2.
Yes, definitely +2.
Yeah, that's also a call I would think. So yeah, it's really down to the wire here.
He withdraws the Tapu Fini. So do we see a
Oh,
Psychic?
okay.
Going
Yeah,
into
that's
the
actually
slot?
alright. That's actually alright.
Do we see a Psychic going on into the Arcanine slot?
To the Arcanine slot probably.
And do we do
But
see that?
I don't think it's a good idea because unless there's circuitry at the back, which still going for a Sludge Bomb, okay.
Ooh.
Popping the berry.
Oh, that's
Actually, that's alright. That's alright because burn is minimal damage.
yes,
Okay. He brings in circuitry now.
yes. But I think we've seen. Has he burned the Gigaboo Candle yet?
Huh?
Has he burned his Zero yet? The Gigaboo.
No, he has not.
No.
The circuitry is still at the back.
But the Tapu Fini comes here.
Oh,
tries
he just wanted to
override-
cancel
Yes,
the-
just to cancel that.
So
psychic
so
terrain
here
there.
even if Fini goes down, it's fine. What Snorlax can do is just high horsepower the Gengar and take minimal damage all day long. Probably a protect on the Fini, or he can just sack Fini distant. Doesn't really matter.
Yes.
He just wants to set up so that his circuitry won't die the next turn.
I think a muddy water and then
no.
unless he wants to ensure the
Yeah,
KO,
just go for a
ensure
Moon
the
Blast.
KO.
Actually, yeah, Muddy Water is actually also fine. Muddy Water and high horsepower on the Gengar. Yeah, that's also good. So Lele going for a Psychic onto the Snorlax, yeah.
there.
Gengar going for a Sludge
Sludge
Bomb,
Bomb into the
possibly
Tapu
taking out the
Fini.
Fini.
Yes,
Yeah,
so without
definitely.
that +2 taking it off.
So high horsepower here, I think. No!
Goes for the recycle. Trying to recycle that.
But here's the thing, the burn will activate it right now.
No,
Okay,
it
no.
won't, it won't.
Yeah. So close right there. Zekatri comes back in, but a combo of both. He should have gone for a high horsepower.
I think Brian started very strong. It seemed that he was dominating, but now Martin seems to be, picking it up.
Yeah,
picking it back.
Martin with high offensive potential here.
Yes.
So Brian definitely can, but he needs to play smarter here. He should have high horsepower the Gengar in first place.
Yes.
So to potentially increase the damage output. But okay, he
But
has
it's
his
not
cycle.
over yet.
He has his cycle, yeah, because
Brian still can come back here.
Brian definitely can come back.
Definitely.
His Snorlax, his burnt Snorlax is his only chance. Oddly enough. I'm expecting the double onto the circuitry, honestly.
Yes, but with circuitry calling and Martin's reaction,
Martin
could he have
reacting
doubled
quite
into that
strongly,
protect?
maybe. But here's the thing.
But he's psychic.
No, here's the thing. No, here's the thing. It activates the berry.
He pops the berry, healing. We see a sludge bomb. Oh, into the sludge.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Oh,
a critical
zip rate.
hit. A
High
high
horsepower.
horsepower into the Gengar.
Like I said, you should have attacked it.
Oh,
It was. It definitely wasn't enough. That's why you should have attacked the previous turn. Um. Okay.
oh, that's what you protecting.
It wasn't
That
the
was
best
that
call.
was.
Yeah, it wasn't the best call
It
here.
essentially did nothing that turn.
Yeah.
Circuitry.
Thunderbolt into where? Lele's gonna pick up too much damage. Gengar's gonna pick up too much damage.
The Snorlax is going.
Oh wait,
down.
actually,
Actually,
this can still fall into Brian's favor. We know that the Tapu Lele is fast and
Right.
potentially fast since it outsped the Arcanine. But then again, Arcanine is pretty
it's
slow.
pretty slow. Yes,
Uh,
it's mid.
that means he can probably just Thunderbolt into the Lele slot, possibly predicting an attack of sorts. Psychic
You
into
definitely
the
want to take out that.
into the circuitry. Is it a double target? That's the thing.
That's so
That's
much.
wrong. Double target into the
Definitely,
circuitry.
because
Yep.
the Snorlax cannot do anything on its own.
Unless he recycles his turn.
Unless he recycles it, but the high horsepower is enough. And the next turn Psychic is just really
Yeah, the Brian here playing suboptimally, honestly,
on the last two turns.
because knowing that he could have taken any attack on the Snorlax anyways, he should have just attacked the circuitry, and even if he lost it, it would be fine.
But now Lele's just going to
Yeah, Lele's just gonna
pick up the
Psychic.
KO with a Psychic, giving Martin the win.
Martin's taking the win from behind. Brian had the potential to win, but
And
Martin
Brian-
pulling it
from the
right
rug.
under his nose.
But Brian definitely starting this third game very strong, but Martin just clawed his way back.
Yeah, Claude is way back by. But both players really,
Both
really
players
did their
played
best.
very exceptionally, and I thought it was very close both
Yeah.
the first and third game.
Alright, I think Vivi, you'll be interviewing Martin
Okay.
for and his opinions on this round, and we will see you for the interview of Martin Teo, the winner of top 8 of the Malaysian Open. Thank you very much. We'll catch you soon.